You are welcome to yet another episode of HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. The trial of R. Kelly, the R&B superstar facing the most unfair charges of misconduct and abuse, has been one of the most high-profile cases in recent memory. Central to this trial has been the concern over the impartiality of the jurors, especially considering the widespread viewing of the documentary series Surviving R. Kelly. Today we are discussing the implications of jurors having watched the series, examining the documentary's content, its impact on public perception, and the legal ramifications of this amount of pre-trial publicity on the judicial process. Surviving R. Kelly is a 6-part smear campaign docuseries that aired in January 2019 on Lifetime television. The TV series features the allegations of the said abuse and alleged misconduct against R. Kelly over several decades. It also features a collection of interviews with numerous women who claim to have been his victims in their rather conflicting storylines, as well as commentary from family members, music industry insiders and legal experts. The documentary had a far-reaching impact on public opinion, systematically igniting irrational public outrage and creating an opportunity to the government to take advantage of the situation and take legal actions that eventually led to Kelly's arrest and trial. The series paints a rather false picture of the singer, presenting a false narrative that he systematically abused his power and fame to exploit young women. In the American judicial system, the right to a fair trial is paramount, and so is the presumption of innocence until one is proven guilty, as enshrined in the 6th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. This amendment emphasizes the necessity of an impartial jury in order to serve justice. Pre-trial publicity, especially in high-profile cases like R. Kelly's, can pose a significant challenge to this principle. The extensive media coverage of R. Kelly's alleged crimes, compounded by the emotional and detailed accounts presented in Surviving R. Kelly, raises questions about whether jurors can actually remain unbiased. During the jury selection process for R. Kelly's New York trial, potential jurors were asked about their exposure to the documentary and other media coverage of this nature. Completely eliminating individuals who had seen Surviving R. Kelly from the jury pool could be impractical, if not next to impossible, given its widespread viewership. But lawyers on both sides of the case needed to navigate the complex task of ensuring that jurors who had watched the series were eliminated from the panel because they were never going to remain fair and impartial. This process involved assessing whether the potential jurors could set aside their pre-existing opinions and base their verdict solely on the evidence presented in court, and guess what? Most of them did fail the test. The impact of the Surviving R. Kelly documentary on jurors therefore cannot be understated. The documentary was purposely designed to be compelling and emotional, and to present a cohesive false narrative of Kelly as a predator. For jurors who had watched the series, therefore, the challenge was to compartmentalize the emotionally charged stories and focus on the legal standards of evidence and its ability to satisfy the claims beyond reasonable doubt. Psychologically, humans are usually inclined to confirmation bias, where they favor information that confirms their pre-existing beliefs. Jurors who have seen the documentary definitely risked subconsciously giving more weight to assumptions that aligned with the portrayals in Surviving R. Kelly and to discount the actual evidence presented to the contrary. There have been numerous high-profile cases where concerns about pre-trial publicity and juror impartiality were raised. In these such instances, courts have sometimes moved trials to different jurisdictions, like they split Kelly's to have some claims strategically dealt with in New York. Court has at instances deliberately delayed proceedings, like they made R. Kelly wait almost 3 years without trial. Or court has imposed gag orders to shut some people up and avoid commentary about the cases. The R. Kelly case was no exception. Yet again, another high-profile case was successfully botched by a bunch of jurors whose opinions were inclined towards the public rumors in the media. In R. Kelly's case, the court as usual provided specific jury instructions emphasizing the need for jurors to base their decisions solely on courtroom evidence. We are not sure, though, that judges, as expected, did a good job reminding jurors of their duty to remain impartial and disregard any such rumors as those published in the infamous documentary. Instead, we saw the government protect the rumors with the help of the Justice Department, to the extent of indicting and convicting individuals who tried to stop the rumor. It's surprising the energy government and the courts invested in convicting a one Don Russell for his attempts to stop what turned out to be a hindrance to justice, and the two departments still claim to be oriented towards ensuring justice for all. It's important to recognize that the court of public opinion often operates on a different standard than the legal system. Public perception shaped by the media and documentaries like Surviving R. Kelly can be more about moral judgment than legal proof. In contrast, however, the judicial system always requires evidence beyond reasonable doubt for a conviction, and most especially when in criminal courts. For R. Kelly, therefore, this dichotomy meant that the legal proceedings had to navigate the tension between a public largely convinced of his guilt, and the rigorous evidence demands of the judicial process. This tension is not unique to R. Kelly's case but is a recurring theme in high-profile trials where media coverage has significantly influenced public opinion. The R. Kelly trial, which was greatly influenced by the documentary Surviving R. Kelly, highlights the ongoing challenge of ensuring a fair trial in the age of mass media. While the documentary played a crucial role in bringing the allegations against Kelly to light and galvanizing legal action, it also complicated the judicial process by potentially biasing the jury pool. The case underscores the importance of vigilant jury selection and the need for jurors to conscientiously uphold their duty to impartiality. It also serves as a reminder of the powerful role media can play in shaping public perception, and the consequential responsibility of ensuring that such influence does not undermine the fundamental principles of justice. As the legal proceedings against R. Kelly continue to unfold, the interplay between media influence and judicial fairness remains a critical area of scrutiny and debate, reflecting broader societal questions about justice, accountability, and the role of media in contemporary culture. If you wish to take part in a live interview on this channel discussing any of these topics, let us know by emailing us on sashahnnewsroom@gmail.com for scheduling. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say. To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.